Fuerteventura. I'll be honest, the first time we came to this island, it didn't impress me the way other islands might. No dramatic cliffs, no tropical jungles, no postcard perfect impressions. And yet, when we left, there was only one thing on my mind: coming back. No sooner said than done. We didn't think twice. We organized a trip and here we are again. But this time, I want to discover why this island stayed with us and why, in my opinion, it will also captivate you if you give it the opportunity to come and visit it. So we just landed and we took the car and now we're heading to the hotel. The island is just as we remember it, and I'm really looking forward to showing you guys some of the places we have already visited, but we want to explore them again, and some new places that we will discover together. This time we are staying in the small village of El Cotillo on the northwestern side of the island, in the Cotillo Reef Hotel. The village of El Cotillo is one of the most charming corners of Fuerteventura, preserving the authentic character of the island's traditional fishing communities. With its peaceful streets, whitewashed houses, and relaxed atmosphere by the ocean, it offers a truly unique setting. Its seafront promenade connects some of the municipality's most attractive areas, lined with restaurants where visitors can enjoy fresh fish and local cuisine while overlooking the Atlantic. The historic Tostón Tower, also known as Tostón Castle, was built at the end of the 18th century and is one of El Cotillo's most iconic landmarks. It stands as a reminder of the coastline's defensive past and offers magnificent views of the shoreline and the village's small harbor. We also cannot overlook the nearby Tostón Lighthouse. Located in a privileged position by the sea, it has become a symbol of both visitors and sailors, as well as a perfect place to enjoy panoramic views of the island's most natural, untouched, and rugged landscapes. La Concha Beach is one of the island's most highly regarded beaches, thanks to its crystal clear, calm and shallow waters, making it ideal for families. Further north, natural pools and unspoiled beaches complete a spectacular landscape where the Atlantic reveals all its beauty. We chose to stay in this beautiful village, specifically at Coral Hotel's Cotillo Reef, the only accommodation in El Cotillo with an official hotel category, besides its sister property, Coral Hotel's Cotillo Beach. And it was an absolute luxury. The Coral Cotillo Reef Hotel is a very nice place. We're here enjoying the pool, the sun lounges, and the beach is about 50 meters from us. And I also think the price is very good because it is a hotel geared more towards exclusivity and comfort, and you are actually away from all the more touristy places like Corralejo. It's a perfect place for relaxing, especially in this part of Fuerteventura, which is more pristine, a little bit more wild. Actually, this coast has been recognized by UNESCO as a World Biosphere Reserve. Its rooms, available in different styles and designed to suit every type of traveler, stand out for their spaciousness, brightness, and comfort, creating a feeling of freedom that is difficult to describe. Every detail has been carefully designed to make a difference. From the welcoming living areas with integrated kitchens, to rooms featuring spectacular rooftop terraces with private bathtubs. And for those seeking an even more exclusive experience, many of the rooms even feature private swimming pools. Adding to this, a beautifully maintained and modern swimming pool located in the center of the complex, along with access to all the services, common areas and activities offered by its sister property, Coral Hotel's Cotillo Beach. But if you ask us what the highlight of this resort is, the answer is undoubtedly its people. The staff are exceptional, friendly, approachable, and genuine. Since Fuerteventura is an island best explored from north to south, I highly recommend renting a car. We picked up ours and headed to explore the more pristine west coast. On the way to our next discovery on the island, a stop at the historic 19th century windmill in El Roque was a must. But not before fueling up for the day with an excellent buffet breakfast, offering a wide variety of options at our hotel's restaurant El Saltadero, located within the facilities of Coral Hotel's Cotillo Beach. So we just arrived at Puertito de los Molinos. We didn't come here before last year, and I think it's quite an amazing place, so yeah, let's discover it. The greatest discovery of our trip was Puertito de los Molinos. In my opinion, is one of the most authentic places we visited in Fuerteventura. This small coastal settlement, surrounded by cliffs and volcanic landscapes, has preserved the charm of this island's old fishing communities. Its white houses by the sea and the constant sound of the Atlantic waves create a peaceful atmosphere, far removed from the mass tourism. It is also a highly appreciated destination for those wishing to discover Fuerteventura's more traditional and lesser-known side. And after the long walks and hiking routes that can be enjoyed in this part of the island, we felt that we deserved a special dinner. To our surprise, El Saltadero, the same restaurant where we had breakfast, offers themed dinners every night. And during our visit, we happened to visit on Canary Islands Day. Just look at the incredible variety of traditional and contemporary dishes they prepare every night. In my opinion, this is much more than a dinner, it is an experience in itself. To end the day, we embraced the island's relaxed atmosphere at the Solar Music Bar and Rooftop, where we enjoyed live music, a carefully selected cocktail menu, and the pleasant ocean breeze. The perfect way to unwind and bring the day to a memorable close. But the adventure does not end here, and the next day we wanted to return to the beautiful village of Ajuy. Ajuy is famous for its impressive sea caves and for containing some of the oldest geological materials in the entire Canary Islands archipelago. Shaped over millions of years by the power of the ocean and the wind, these natural caverns form a spectacular landscape where nature reveals all its strength and beauty. The route to the caves begins in the village itself and follows an easy trail of approximately 15 minutes alongside towering cliffs, offering magnificent views of the Atlantic Ocean. So we did this trek last year towards the caves of Ajuy, and it was really amazing, and we wanted to do it again this year, and yeah, it's still amazing. Upon arrival, visitors discover a remarkable network of caverns carved into the volcanic rock by the sea. Beyond their visual appeal, the Ajuy caves possess great geological and scientific value, allowing visitors to observe the island's evolution through ancient volcanic and sedimentary formations. This site has also played an important role in the history of Fuerteventura, being linked to the island's earliest inhabitants and to commercial activities from centuries past. Even though we stayed longer this time around, it is clear that this island always leaves something unfinished. A landscape yet to be discovered, a sunset worth experiencing again, or an emotion waiting to be felt once more. And after returning home, we understand that some connections and experiences remain with us forever, becoming part of our memories and our explorer spirit. My name is Alex Moraras. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, share, definitely subscribe, and join me as we discover more incredible places to visit before you come to Spain.